This time we're taking a look at the Blokees SOUNDWAVE Action Edition from Transformers. I've been hearing a lot about these things and how they have like smaller and larger scale ones. This is the largest one that they have, the Action Edition. And I'm gonna say right away, like ahead of the full build, this thing is phenomenal. Like I can't believe that some of these Chinese companies are making not only official product, but are able to make stuff that's like rivaling the products that are being made by the Japanese companies. It's ridiculous. Like, this thing has so much stuff in it, and it's all jammed into like a master grade size kit. It's so cool. And the runners are interesting because they're all in like individual little baggies instead of being like in a tray or like a extra cardboard like the way typically it is like in a Motoroid or a Gunpla. So it's kind of all scattered around, which is a little annoying. So I wasn't really sure, like, wait, where does everything go? And another thing with the runners is that they're all really nicely like separated in terms of color. Like there's multiple blues, there's multiple blacks for the inner frame, there's yellow and blue for like different parts of the outer armor slash like outer skin. I don't know, Transformers are like living beings, so I'm not sure how to describe that. And then of course there's like some red pieces, some clear pieces, and then there's pieces for Soundwave's like little buddies like that you have to build. Like I think it's all really interesting. The only thing that annoys me is that the way they organized it is that it's similar to like some of the Megami devices where it's like A1, A2, A3 instead of all just being separate letters. So I kind of have to like group all of those runners together, which is kind of annoying because then it becomes really messy. Like this whole build was really messy when I was trying to like put everything together, and it's just like, oh, okay, all the blue pieces are A, all the black pieces are this and that color, the white pieces are this color. It's like, okay, fine, I have to keep them separated. The manual here explains how to replace the battery because it does use a battery for one specific feature that you'll see later on. And my dumbass put the manual upside down, I just realized that. But yeah, there's quite a lot of steps here, and there's a few things that are kind of like pre-made with some decals and stuff on it, but unlike YOLO Park or whatever, this is an actual model kit. Like you have to actually like take parts off the runners and, you know, actually put them together. It's not like completely pre-made for you. So in that sense, it's an actual model kit, which I'm happy about because, you know, people were saying those YOLO Park ones were, oh, they're model kits. I'm like, no, it's more of a build-a-figure, but this is a legit model kit. Like again, I'm comparing it to master grade, but like you can see like there's so many steps here, like to build the legs, build the arms. You have to build like the little like outer frame and everything for his like body and everything. And then you get to build his weapons, and then you get to build his little buddies like Laserbeak and Ravage and Bat and Rumble. You see, I know the names. They're all pretty cool. Rumble's more like those smaller scale blockies that they have with the really simple like ball joints and everything. But yeah, this thing is super cool, and I really hope that they make more of these. I want like so many other characters, but yeah, let's check it out. okay, now Soundwave is finished and it looks phenomenal. Like, I'm so surprised at how clean it looks without having to have any paint at all. Also, the fucking cassette deck opens up. Like, you can actually press that button where his finger is and actually open it, which I think is fucking cool. You can even eject the cassette out. So, I just want to mention this thing. Like I said, is master grade size. It has a ton of detail. Like you can panel line it, but it's so good. Like, it has this cool gun. It has articulated fingers so that, you know, you can actually curl the finger so you can actually hold his gun properly, and you can use it to point, like when he's summoning his little mini-cons slash cassette bots. He has like all these different details. You can actually open those flaps on his legs. I forgot to show that in the clip, but you'll see it in one of the pictures. But yeah, you can do so much with this guy, and it's so cool. And then now you're gonna see these little robots that come with him. So you get Rumble right here. He looks pretty good. And then you have Ravage right there on the side. And then you got Laserbeak, and you got Ratbat right there. They all look really cool. I don't know why Laserbeak doesn't have like his like little guns. Doesn't this guy have little guns? And also, I'm not sure if these guys are 100% accurate in terms of appearance. Because I've seen like the G1 toys, and they have like more sticker detail and everything. So I'm not sure how accurate these are, but they do look pretty good. Also, why does Ravage look like he's from Power Rangers or Super Sentai? He's like the same proportions as like little Tiger Zords. Oh, and also, this dude's eyes can light up. I think this is so fucking cool. Like, you tap a little magnet and his eyes light up. But that's not the best part. The best part is this. It can freaking talk. It has a voice box built in, and then you use the magnet to activate it. And when you tap it a couple of times, it changes the voice lines. He has like up to 3 of them. And his eyes like change, you know, when he's talking. This is so fucking cool. This is only like $40, $35. Like, how did they do all of this? Like, what are they doing in China? Oh my god. And okay, so gimmicks aside, let's talk about some of the other like things that are incredible about this. Well, one, the sculpt is amazing. Two, I like the big, bulky proportions that these guys have. Like the more like big, wide, like chunkier designs that they have compared to like the YOLO Park, which is a little bit more skinny and I guess more cartoon accurate. But I can't say for sure. I'm not the biggest Transformers guy. But now we can talk about the nitty gritty, like ball joint, double ball joint on the head, really great like arm and shoulder movement. My only problem is that the shoulders keep popping off. Like the actual joint, the shoulder slash arm literally keeps popping off whenever I'm trying to like lift it or rotate it around. I'm not sure why. Like the retention is just kind of weird on these things. I don't know, maybe I didn't insert the arms all the way, but whatever. Double jointed elbows, which is great. Like, it's not perfect double jointed elbows. Like, I'd say the YOLO Park figures have better elbow range, but this is still really good, especially for like Soundwave having those big chonky forearms. Oh, you can even extend the forearm so it can slip down a little bit, so you can get a little bit more bend, which I think is good. And then of course he has the ball joint sockets on the wrists. And then you can move the hands around freely, and also the fingers are articulated, which is great. Even the thumb, and there's a little tab right there on his palm, so you can put the gun in. So the gun actually has a very stable grip, which I think is great. And of course, his chest, you can tap his little button right here for the cassette. You can open the cassette deck. It actually is functional, so you can actually pull it out, or you can just press the button, which I think is genius, because it's amazing that they even put that in a model kit. And then you can open and take out the cassette, you know, with Laserbeak in it. And then you can kind of just leave his chest like empty or whatever if you want, or just put it back. And then his upper body is really interesting because there's like a two-way sort of hinge thing going on there. So you can tilt his back pretty far, and then you can actually lean him forward really far. And then if you kind of like mess with the joint, like that's in between the two, like the lower piece and then the upper piece, you can actually get him to crunch all the way forward. even if it fucks up his back, like he kind of has like that big exposed back, like one of those third-party Optimus figures. But if you want the crunch, then you get the crunch. So this dude can touch his toes. Like, I can't believe this fucking Soundwave can touch his toes. Like, this is a big chonky robot. Oh, and then of course he has perfect like leg range. He has like full 90-degree front to back split. He has sideways splits. He has pretty good thigh swivel. My only problem is that his legs feel like they're a little too close together. So when you try to spread out the legs by moving the thighs like outward, you don't get the most range just because of like his big rectangular legs. But I think it's okay for the most part. Like, you can still get him to sit down or whatever if you really want him to do some like interesting poses. And then he has big double jointed knees, but I feel like the knee, like especially on the lower part of the leg, is hindered just because there's no like flap or anything to kind of like give him the extra like deep knee bend. But you can still get some good kneeling or crouching poses out of that. And then he has like big chonky feet. The big chonky feet hit pretty good ankle range, and even a toe hinge. There's a fucking toe hinge on this guy. And then he has those like little flaps that open his big speakers like on the sides of his legs, which are pretty cool. And yeah, overall I think. Oh wait, I forgot to mention the little like dial and like the little thing he has, you know, for the cassette deck. You actually can move those things on the back of his legs. Like, I think that's kind of cool. They included that for like no fucking reason, but they didn't have to do that, but they did anyway. So I just want to say that this completely blew away my expectations. Like, I was expecting it to be good, like just based on like what I've seen before, but I wasn't expecting it to be like amazing. So good thing I took a chance on these, because you know they were pretty inexpensive on Amazon. Like I said, they were like 35 or 40 or whatever. Like, that's really good, especially that's like on par. That's like on par with some of the Motoroids and some of the master grade Gunpla and everything. So hell yeah, you need to get this. Like, I already have Megatron at home. I'm gonna build Megatron because I wanted to get that cool chair that he sits in, the throne. And I definitely need to buy Optimus Prime now. And if they make some of the other Autobots and Decepticons, sure, why not? I can have all the G1 characters. But oh my god, yeah, you guys gotta get these. This is fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy I got Soundwave. I can't stop like messing with this thing ever since I finished it. But yeah, there you go. Alright, see ya.